Welcome to my Dark Souls 3 All Achievement playthrough. This is part 1. We are kicking it off here from the title screen. Yesterday, we just wrapped up the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin All Achievement walkthrough, whatever. It's all the same thing. So where to begin here? I'm a fucking liar. I was talking about taking at least like a 1 to 2 week break between doing Dark Souls 2 and 3, and I was also considering during that downtime to do another game. I kind of set my sights on Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. But after kind of doing some research into it, I tried out the game briefly on just like a dummy profile, because I kind of have this profile dedicated to earning achievements, completing games. Wasn't a huge fan of it. It was interesting, it was cool, it had some cool aspects, but not really my thing. So I don't know if that will happen. And I don't know, I have the itch. I want to just keep playing Dark Souls games. I want to keep moving through these. So yeah, here I am. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna get going pretty soon. Like we have for the last two, we're just going to be using the True Achievements walkthrough here. This one was produced by Clowntastic, who was the person that actually produced the Dark Souls 1 walkthrough, which was incredibly helpful. That was a huge, huge help in getting through that. So yeah, same guy here, person, guy, girl, whatever they are, doesn't matter. Same person. So we're going to be following that. In addition to that, I have a spells, gestures, and rings checklist, just a Google Doc that I have open so that I can mark things off as I acquire them. As well as what's called the Dark Souls 3 cheat sheet, which was actually linked through the achievement walkthrough. I can maybe link this or something. I don't know really how to pronounce the title of this. It looks like it says Shellberg, but it's even weirder than that name normally is spelled. And basically it just has each area with general checklist, saves your progress. So I mean, literally the first thing on there, Cemetery of Ash. From the start, head right at the first turn and pick up the Soul of a Deserted Corpse. You can check it off and it crosses it off for you. That's probably going to be a good way that I can pick off, you know, the important things. That way I know what I did and I can always go back and look and see what I missed, which is real cool. So that's what we got going on in terms of resources for this. This is going to be a bit different than the other two in terms of like collection wise. There's, you know, a shitload of spells, but you also have 3 variants of each ring. You get your regular versions and your +1s and your +2s on New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2 respectively. So there's a lot more rings to get. There's just a lot of content. I think generally there are just more spells in this game than there are in any other, like, 100%. The other thing too is that there are 3 different endings for this game, each one having its own achievement tied to it, so we have 3 full playthroughs of this game to do. You have your typical, like, light and dark endings, so to speak, where you link the fire, you let the fire die. But then there's also the usurpation of fire ending, which I'm not even going to try to explain what it is. I don't fucking know. That one is the trickiest one because it requires making sure you're doing some very specific things in the story and paying attention to such things. So we're going to be going for that ending first because it's just the most convoluted, and I guess if we fuck it up then we can always try for another one. Yeah, I don't know, I just kind of lost my train of thought there. Doesn't matter that much. So we're gonna hop right into this. I like to have my brightness up.
Yes, Indeed.
Gonna be keeping silent and watching all cutscenes here.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, Saint of the Deep. Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be Cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Alright, very cool. So we're going to continue with the theme of Joe. Joe has been here for Dark Souls 1 and 2. Might as well finish it off with 3. I'd say we're pretty mature now. So character class here. I've been talking during the Dark Souls 2 one. I had a lot of, you know, I wanted to switch my character class pretty often while playing through Dark Souls 2. I really only switched it a total of 2 times. I had the initial one that I was following. I switched to like a based build, and then I switched to a pyro-based build for the last portion of it. And for some reason I got it in my head that I really wanted to play some kind of like Dex Faith build. It's unlike anything I've ever done before. I've never really tried with Dexterity too much. I've never also really dabbled into Faith too much, just on its own. So I was looking, and we have 2 options for that, which would be the Herald or the Cleric. And obviously the Cleric is the much more dedicated Faith build. You start out with, good chunk of strength as well, and you have a good healing spell. The Herald, though, has a weaker healing spell, I believe. Yeah, it restores less health. The difference is that we're pretty rounded in strength and dexterity. Our faith is still fine, but we get a shield that blocks 100% physical damage, and this cool little spear that we can stab people with and hide behind. So I think I'm gonna go with the Herald for those reasons. I'm fine with having a little bit weaker of a healing spell, because I do want to take advantage of that. I want to use healing spells, throw some lightning spears and shit at people, and I don't know. Maybe work in a halberd somehow later on. I have no fucking idea. I don't know what I'm doing, so we'll go Herald. Our burial gift will be I don't think it matters that much. I would say like fire bombs just to throw at the first boss. We could also just do a fire gem and maybe throw fire onto the spear. So I don't expect us to be using it for that long. I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna take a fire gem. I don't give a shit. For my character, I haven't actually edited my character's appearance in the last two, so I'm just gonna stick with this. A proportionally large head must be full of brains. It's pretty great. Yeah, I don't know. Let's be burly. How about that? Alright, yeah, I don't care about any more of that. We'll just go with it. Who cares? Okay, here we go. Just me, or is my frame rate terrible? So a couple things I gotta bring up. One is that you will not see achievements pop up on screen. I don't know if that's the fault of Twitch, if that's the fault of Microsoft. It's probably the fault of Microsoft, let's be real. Sorry. It's probably the fault of Microsoft. They're garbage. So yeah, unfortunately you're not going to see shit pop up on screen. I will, of course, announce when they do. And in addition to announcing them, I still haven't, I apologize, I haven't gone back to any of the old videos to upload this, but I kept track of when achievements were popping up, time-wise, into my stream, so that I can put timestamps in all the YouTube videos. I just haven't gotten around to actually adding them in yet. They're all just sitting in a notebook right now. So I will do that eventually, and I'll do the same with this. just so you can kind of see when things are happening and whatnot. What else? What else? What else? So I've done this before. I've done an all achievements playthrough of sorts. This one I'm going to try to do semi-efficiently. The first one was just on an old profile, and I took my sweet time, and it was right when the game had come out, so there weren't any real guides or anything like that. Sorry if I just stop in the middle of doing this here. I want to make sure I don't die. But anyway, to add to that, this is the game that I'm least familiar with in terms of the canonical Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I haven't played Demon's Souls or Bloodborne. I don't have the systems for those. So there's still going to be quite a learning curve for this. This achievement list is also way grindier than the other ones are, because of all the Covenant items that you need. So that's important to keep in mind. There are definitely Covenant items that I will be probably grinding for off camera, just because they might take a while. Guy's a tricky fucker. We don't need to be killing him right now, it's just a nice little boost to our souls. Oh god, we're not even halfway done. And we might just say fuck it and come back. Fuck just happened? Whatever, we're almost there. That, whatever the fuck that was, I don't know, did I parry it? I just dropped on his head. I don't even have my shield up. I'm a moron. This is good practice anyway, right? I actually gotta drop the brightness down. This feels too bright. Maybe I'm too close to my TV, I don't know. I fucked that up. Okay, so I just, I can't get hit. cool. We did it. That beautiful view. Oh, look at that shit. What is that? There's our first achievement, Enkindle. Just jotting that down in the notebook. Gonna rest here and be right back. Look at that, we got our first gesture, rest. So I'm gonna mark that off. On the checklist here. Or not, because my computer doesn't want to work. Alright, there we go, gestures. Rest, okay. Sorry about that. What am I doing here? Brightness. Doesn't look any different. Alright, whatever. That's our third cleric's sacred chime. Okay, buddy. Relax. Well, that heal is super weak. It's like not even a third of our health. I guess it's close enough to a third of our health, so essentially, at least super early on, Basically have 4 Estus charges if you think about it. We got the 3 regular ones, and we can get basically a full bar of health back. I don't know, maybe I'm super used to Dark Souls 2, but I feel like my frame rate is bad. Gotta say, I enjoy the tactic of poking people with this spear from behind a shield. I'm gonna be popping 2 achievements once we kill the boss. And I guess by once I mean if. I don't know, who knows, I'll probably fuck this up. Damn, okay. Seems like that was the wrong time to heal. Damn, dude. Give me a second here. I gotta heal. Alright, no worries. Some good practice. What's it gonna be? Oh shit, another chime. Okay, buddy, round 2. Definitely gonna retrieve our souls that we worked so hard to obtain. how aggressive this thing is. Oh, that's better. Fuck yeah, cool. Alright, so that's gonna pop 2 achievements for us here. The Iudex Gundyr achievement, Gundyr, whatever, doesn't fucking matter. And the Embrace the Flame achievement for defeating him, and then for becoming a Host of Embers for the first time. Just gonna mark these. Embrace the flame. So similar to Dark Souls 2, we had a lot of boss... well, I guess not similar, there weren't a lot. There was, you know, a good number of boss souls that we received after killing a boss that we couldn't consume, so that we could trade them in with Strayed and Ornifex. It's pretty similar to this game. There's a shitload of spells and whatnot that we're going to get from trading in boss souls, so we're going to be doing that. Okay, so I'm just going to read ahead real quick, so just give me one moment here. Okay, sorry about that. There's definitely going to be more pauses during gameplay. I'm definitely going to try to do a better job of reading ahead for each area in the guide. But like I said, this game I am way less familiar with than I am 1 and 2. I think I got maybe 120 hours in this game from when I was playing it on my original profile, as opposed to, I mean, I know the first Dark Souls I have probably close to 500 hours in, which I know is fucking insane, but I played it a lot. Doesn't mean I'm good, but I played it a lot. And the second one I probably have well over 200, 250, something like that. You know, if we're actually going to be going for kind of a dex-focused character, we could always kill that dude, the fucking sword master. Okay, so we're at Firelink Shrine now, which is great. There's an ember around here, just kind of wandering, so we can maybe go grab that. I think this is it. Yeah, cool. Embers are great. I always want embers. We'll go spend some of these souls, and then we can go fight the sword master. Might call this session... might call it quits fairly early tonight. We only get like an hour into this. Who knows?
Welcome to the bonfire, Enkindled One. I am a fire. I tend the lords have left to this end. Farewell, Ash.
A couple other things we actually want to do. There's a lot of stuff to do. I just gotta focus here. So we're gonna talk to Puckwood the Deserter.
Gives me conniption, and it have it weird.
Get the collapse gesture. Mark that down. If I can find it. There we go.
Don't you think? What a sick asking talking. What a sick asking talking.
Ashen One. Produce the mark of ash will guide thee to the land to Loth. Very well. Then touch take nourish.
Oh, we're gonna have to get our intelligence up to 10. Oh, we're not even that far, so that we can get an NPC later. Might as well just do that now and get out of the way. Let's do that for now. Why not? Again, this isn't like set in stone. This is just going to be kind of freeform in the way that I do this. I'm not some crazy experienced player that knows all the ins and outs and knows what to do. So, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of do things the way I want, and hopefully it'll work out.
I am but a humble handmade weapon. I've lots, and yes, I'm undead too, Ashen One, as is thy want.
There's nothing we need from her now. We're gonna need to drop 20,000 souls to get this tower key a little later, so I gotta keep that in mind.
Ashen One.
Well, I am on. As you're in search of the toils like me. I am a smith.
We don't need to change this up. I like 3 and 1 right now.
Weapons and when they're your use, but I'll they take so. Pretty big. I don't. Tis good. Tis what neat.
Alright, can you make my pointy spear? Okay, just need more souls. Okay.
They're simple. Bring this up in battle.
Alright, there we go. So we're just talking to him to get the hurrah gesture. Can mark that down on the checklist there. That's all we need from him for now.
I don't want to see my works.
Do a little more wandering around Firelink. I think, you know, we'll attempt to kill the Swordmaster. And basically get to the first bonfire at the High Wall of Lothric, and we'll call it quits for the evening. I know it's not a lot, but it's already pretty late. For me, at least, and I think I might, you know, I think we're going to be taking this playthrough much slower than we did the first two. Like, there's no way we're going to be finishing this. I mean, Dark Souls 1 was, what, 35, 40 hours? There's no way we're going to be getting this done in that amount of time. And Dark Souls 2, I mean, the timer was not reflective of the actual playtime, just to get the achievements, because I did a lot of dicking around in the DLCs, which I think ended up at 66 hours. I imagine I probably spent, I don't know, man, 12 hours just playing around, doing co-op and having fun. This guy's gonna fuck us up, isn't he? They just try to, like, cheese him off the ledge. Or just get parried, get fucking destroyed. Assume that's what's gonna happen. We'll spend some time trying to kill him. I think it's worth it. Come down here. Fall off the edge. That'd be great. That was too fucking easy. Oh man. Alright, so we just have to go back, rest of the bonfire, and then come back here and all of his shit will be available. I did not expect it to be that easy. Barely had to try. Now we have ourselves a sweet dex weapon. So we can slash things up super fast. Which is a dream of mine, as of right now. What's the dex requirement on it? 16? Okay, so we're just 2 away. That's not bad at all. Could probably just get there right now, actually. So many fucking fucking sacred chimes. Is that normal? That doesn't seem normal. Okay, so we still got a good roll if we have both of them on there, which is cool. Interesting. Okay. So I think we're fine with just the plain-ass talisman right now.
The Mataloth. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Ah, so close.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the
Got souls we can use, right? Bunch of fading souls. How's this work again? There we go. Gotta get used to the menu controls as well, since they're different.
Ash predict the Mataloth. Very well. Then take no.
Look at that. We can use our Uchigatana now. Very cool. Okay. Might just... Oh, we're not gonna have enough souls to throw fire on the spear. So much for a dex, or a faith build, am I right? Using fire. Oh, I didn't even rest the bonfire. I'm a dummy. The weapon art is pretty sweet. We need 1450 to imbue this with fire. I think we can get that real quick and head to the high wall. And yeah, we're ending this pretty early, but I think that's okay. And if you don't think it's okay, sorry, but too fucking bad. Play by my rules here. Mostly because no one's watching. So I don't have to answer to anybody. It makes it extra sad because I'm just talking to myself, you know? It's okay though. So that should be it. I think it was 1450. I don't know, I feel like this is gonna be like a pretty cool way to start. We got our extra little miracle there to help heal us. Gonna have a fire spear, a shield that blocks 100% physical damage. Should we throw the fire on here? So it's making it worse, right? Is that how that works? Are we about to make it worse if we do that?
Pretty, be careful.
Let's go check it out. Yeah, so we're doing less damage? I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter much to me. We got two little weapons here, it's all good. We're at the High Wall of Lothric, this little Lord vessel. Super exciting. You should tell by my voice. This fucking view. This game is gorgeous. These games are so good looking. Like, even going back into Dark Souls 1 and 2 like I did over the last couple of months, these games look so goddamn good. The first game still holds up in my mind. It looks phenomenal. Dark Souls 2 has just got great color to it. Really nice. And come on. Kidding me? Kidding me? Look at my boring ass character up against this beautiful backdrop. It's insulting. It's insulting how ugly I made this guy in such a beautiful game. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. We're an hour deep. It's a fine place to cut it off, I think. It's getting a little late for me. This is part 1. We got 3 achievements done. Gonna navigate our way through the High Wall of Lothric. Not a lot of achievements to be had. Maybe 1, maybe 2. I think 2. Covenant stuff, I believe. And that's that. I'll definitely be here tomorrow doing that. Most of the day tomorrow, I think, will be dedicated to that, actually. What else? I guess that's it. I want to thank you for watching. If you watched, if you didn't watch, fuck you. All this stuff is going to be going up on YouTube, like everything else has been. It's going to be no different, no changes there. So I'll get that first section uploaded pretty shortly after I sign off here. Yes, thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with part 2, Dark Souls 3, all achievement walkthrough, playthrough, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully I will see you in the next part. Thanks.